If you only knew what was going on here between the breaks. Let's not get into it. But Fiona Ferry is with us this afternoon, and we're in great form on the late lunch, and we're getting lots of people who want to speak to her. So next up for Fiona Ferry, who have we? Eileen is on the line. Eileen, afternoon.
Hello, Fiona, how are you?
Hello, Eileen. What can I do for you?
I don't know, Fiona, my daughter-in-law is pregnant with her first baby, and I'm just wondering, is everything okay?
Okay, lovely. We'll have a go for you right
Oh,
now.
the mammies and that are all worried today on the late lunch. There's a run of them.
That's
okay.
the mammies. Oh, bless. Oh, look, answered prayer. That's just jumped
okay.
out
That's your
there
card.
too.
That's your main card that's come up.
It is, yeah. You know how much I love that card. It's really, really, it's a lovely, lovely card. But what I will say to you there is just slow moving. I do feel she stresses quite a lot, actually. So she is a worrier, actually. So it kind of comes in around her. But what I will say here is that just very, I almost want to say we're peaceful around the pregnancy, but I do feel a kind of a lot of healing energy comes around her. You have loads of greens in the cards here, Eileen. So the answer is absolutely yes.
Okay.
It's lovely.
It's a straight yes. That's it.
Because there's healing. When I get greens are all about healing, and there's a lovely flow that comes in with that, and they kind of are giving me right there. I've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months, so I almost feel as if that's kind of flowing right through, and it's real. And then the blessings card, which means new arrival, pregnancy. So yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Great stuff, Eileen. I hope that's your answer. Thanks indeed. Thanks, Eileen.
About, my daughter as well. Another daughter,
Sure, okay, go ahead, Eileen.
Go on.
She's going through a bit of problems at the minute, and just wondering will everything work out okay for her.
Okay, 1 second here. Now, first of all, I have the abundance card here, which is kind of things building up on her. So there's more than one thing going on with her, by the way, here at the moment here, okay? I will say I have a lot of emotional tension and stress also connected to her, and she's kind of letting it affect her health a wee bit. So I would feel that would affect, tension, headaches, migraines, tummy, that kind of thing also here as well, okay? What I will say here is within a space of about 5 months, I can see everything kind of releasing for her here also too as well. The legal card has jumped in around her also, so that can be to do with like a job or a move or something new coming in around her in the autumn.
She's just changed jobs.
Brilliant. That's just acknowledging that, because I just keep feeling a new job, new change. Now listen to me, she's going to be like a wee scalded cat for the first while, and that's just, creature of habit, getting into a routine, etc. But this is a really good change for her, and so I just feel within the next space of 2-3 months she'll settle into that, okay?
That's great.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
thanks
more
a million,
than
Eileen.
welcome.
Take care of yourself. Lots of questions coming in. Next up is Joanne. Afternoon, Joanne.
Hello, Jerry. How are you?
I'm very well. What do you want to know?
Jerry, I'd like to ask you if my daughter's going for a big operation next week. It's a gynae operation. Will she be all right after it?
Well, before she tells you herself, as soon as you opened up there and asked the question, Fiona, you didn't, the first word. What happened to you there?
Just was brought straight down there, right around womb area. For me, I'm a clairsentient, and you're so used to this over the years, Jerry. I'll feel it in my body. Okay, so I just feel here that she's kind of suffered on and on throughout this also as well. So I just keep feeling this has been drawn out or dragged out also as well. Does that make sense to you too?
Yes, Fiona, absolutely.
And I just feel, God love her, she's just fed up. And that's the only way I can say this to you. It's like affecting almost her emotional health here is too, because I just feel I'm exhausted. Yeah. And she's kind of turning in on herself a lot, as if like, why me? Why my body? Why is my body letting me down like this? And there's such love and support around her, and that's the first thing. She's also got a gorgeous wee little feisty streak in her too, so she's a fighter also, as well. Lovely angels. There's a lady in spirit called Mary Maureen Marie, but there's a lady I feel on your maternal mother's side here, because I keep getting an M connection around you, okay? And I keep feeling in spirit she's been looked after also as well, okay? And so much love is kind of coming around her. So what I will say to you is I have it's almost like within a 6-month time period. So I feel she's going in for this procedure, she'll be out, but then she's in for something else. You understand me? So it's not one fell swoop. But what I will say to you is by the end of this year, her health and her emotional health is going to be in a much better place.
Oh, that's great.
But just tell her to hang in there. She loves her tunes, loves her music. So tell her to pump up her power tunes and have the people around her that are there for her. And I don't mean the worry warts or you think you're bad. Well, I know someone who had their arm amputated. You know these ones that always have another story to add to on top of it. Cut them out. Stop that nonsense. Just listen to people that empower you. Tell her to put herself first. I know you're always probably saying this to her, but she needs to start doing this. It's part of the lesson that she's in at the moment. Does that make sense to you, by the way?
Totally.
And she's going to get there, but she's got to listen to her own inner truth. So you can either drag yourself through that hedge, or she can actually go with this.
Yeah.
Okay, Joanne.
Thank you, Jerry.
You're very welcome. Take care
You're
of yourself.
welcome.
Thanks,
You're
Joanne. Thanks indeed. Want to take another one from the taxi, just a short one, and then we'll go to the lines again in a moment, because I'm going to do this. I don't know, I'm getting soft in me old age, as they say today. But Joe says, Jerry, I'm just so nervous. I cannot talk to Fiona. I'm trying for a baby. Can't she tell me if...
Did you hear that?
Well, whatever's after happening here this afternoon, taking the microphone off with the wallop. What happened there? Baby,
Just
for Joanne.
Shot out. Little boy in the cards for her. Just shot out. Shot out. So
We need
cool.
say no more.
That's so cool, yeah.
Baby boy.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
End of story.
Yeah.
Away you go. Best of luck to you. Next on the line is Caroline. Caroline, afternoon.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
Grand.
Hope we can help you. Fiona's all yours.
I'm just wondering, would I be moving house anyway soon?
Will you be moving
Oh.
house? Okay.
A house move.
House.
Okay. Okay, Caroline. The first thing I just get here is just exhaustion, by the way. It just comes in very strongly, or a lot of stress. So it's almost a case of either you and your partner or an energy around here. There's been a lot of stress or an awful lot of worry connected to you. Do you understand this?
Yes.
And
yes.
I just feel you're fed up. What I'll say to you here is that it's almost like needs be kind of a thing. But I feel as if the energy here is that I do feel the house move is there if you want the house move. I know that might sound me odd, me saying this to you, but there's an emotional connection around where you're living. And so what I will say here first of all is that it doesn't feel around the summer, but I feel more towards a winter, not even autumn, a winter period here as well. But I keep needing to look into it or research it more, or talk to somebody who can help me is the only way I can say here, because there's a house move, but I still need to say that there's financial stuff or stuff about work, or there's a lot of emotional energy here around this move, and I would more be interested in focusing on that energy more than the move. I'd like the move to be a happy move for you, but right now there's an awful lot of emotional energy connected around this that I would like to clear. Does that make sense to you?
I don't know.
Okay, what I'll say here first of all is I keep getting an awful lot of stress and frustration. So when we kind of have a build-up of stress or frustration, or that we're really wanting to move, or we're really looking, sometimes we focus on what's not happening, okay? So when we focus on what's not happening, guess what? It doesn't happen.
Right.
Okay, so right now I can almost see you pouring all your energy, pouring all your stress, pouring all the emotional stuff, as if you're stuck, or this isn't happening, or I can see you venting about it. So what that does is it builds up an energy that actually blocks you. So accept where it is right now, but I want you now to be looking at where you'd like to live, or where you could see yourself living. You get me? That where I want you to be focusing on what you'd like, because you will be provided with that. But the more we put energy into something, it's like when you turn around and say, trust me now, that's not going to work, and next minute it goes wrong, and you're like, didn't I tell you that was going to happen? I knew that was going to go wrong. But it's because we place the energy there. And it's likewise when we get a feeling about something and say, you know what, this is right for me, I deserve this, this is what I want, it will happen. So what I want you to do is stick a picture on the fridge where you'd like to see yourself, or where you'd like to go, or if there's a plot of land you want to build on, stick it on the fridge. But every day just see yourself doing something new, or putting an energy towards that, or sending the positivity to it. That's going to lift the energy where you are right now. I keep seeing 5 months around you and you hearing word of something, but you need to change almost the way you think right now to bring that into being. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
And do that, because something, you're quite powerful. So there's no nonsense with you either. You shoot from the hip. So what I want to say is listen to your own advice, because you deserve this move, by the way. You deserve to be happy, but you have to see that and visualise that, and it's going to happen.
Okay, Caroline?
That's great.
Wish
great.
you well.
Thank
You're
you very
welcome.
much.
You're very welcome.
Keep those words with you, and it will happen, I
Will.
promise you. We're out of time.